Hello? 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 Oh my god, this is so low. Hello? Oh my god, this is so low. It should be better. It should be good. Bearable. This is so low. It should be better. This is Octopath Traveler. I played a lot of the first one. You know, I've had this on my list of things to play for a long time. But I already played the first one a lot, so like by the time I got this one, I was kind of burnt out on these type of games. There's 8 travelers. You know, you end up traveling around the whole map. You know, everyone has their own story. I think there's like an overarching story. I'm not really sure. I don't know if it's just they have their own stories or if there's like a main story. But you know, you can pick. Here. You can pick one of the 8 travelers to start with, and eventually you'll acquire everybody. 60? I get 60 frames? Full screen 1080p? It's really nice. It's a very nice game to play through. It's not some crazy game everyone knows about, or like I have to go crazy. I usually play as this person to start with. Oh shit, or whatever. Oh shit. But I think in this game, whoever you pick as your starting character, you have to stick with him. You can't switch them out. They're like your main character, basically. But if we want to pick somebody who's not going to upset me by having to play them all the time, and this game has a day and night feature where you can switch day and night at any time, and it affects the gameplay, affects the world. There's a lot more little things in this one than were in I might start as the warrior. The warrior's a very all-around class. He's tanky, he can do damage, and having that permanently on my roster, let me actually look it up. Yeah, you can't remove the first one, so I have to really choose properly. I was gonna go merchant because the strategy with the merchant is he can get a lot of money. So like you need money eventually. Like you need money all the time, but eventually, like in the first one, I was out of money where I couldn't upgrade my gear. Like it'll be fine, but you know I like to min max. But I was thinking I don't want to play a merchant forever. I think it'd be a good idea to go as the warrior because the warrior, where he's at, he can travel and grab these 3 guys. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not in a weird spot where like I can kind of you know, travel here, eliminate these three. Like I can get this one, that one, this one, that one, this one, that one, and go in like in a circle, and that'll be like much easier than I don't know if I can go in a circle, but you know, you travel to the whole map. So I'll probably go for the warrior first. I feel like its starting spot's good. Even this guy's spot is kind of good, but I think he's a scholar. So like then I can go in a circle through here, and then I can go down to the warrior. I think I'll start with warrior and stick with him because it's a warrior. It's not a bad leader for the party. So this look at you got the light shining. You know, it's some great music. Yeah. Hello, if I upgrade this. If I upgrade this, what will be like the consequences? Is this not loud? I guess I don't have it turned up in all types of ways. It should be good. Here. Let me check one more time before I start. Hello? Hello? I think that's good. You can still hear me, right? I think that's good. You can still hear me, right? Hello? Hello? Alright, that sounds about the same volume. Hello? Alright, that sounds about the same volume. I just have to like turn it up. It does sound very quiet now, but you can still hear it. It's not like deaf. Like it's not like you can't hear it. You're struggling like to have to listen to hear it. Yeah, we'll start with the warrior.
I pledge my blade to my friends.
Here, I think I messed up. I like tabbed out while the game was loading. This is definitely something I'll be playing through. It might take some time, but I've already played the first one, so I kind of see how the pacing is and the time is. It's not a big deal. I like this music. It's very positive.
I pledge my blade to my friends.
Are you praying, Hikari? Don't waste your breath. If you're going to pray, pray for the ones fighting for their lives, not...
I didn't come here to pray. To remember the friends who gave their lives on the altar of our mission. Today, I fight for them.
It's time, my prince.
Then let's join the fray, Reeds.
Don't soil your britches, Hikari.
I would worry about yourself.
My name will be remembered by history. I won't die in a hellhole.
Well said, Mitsu. Let us press on.
This game basically is, like kind of like, RPG. But its combat system relies heavily on weaknesses, basically vulnerabilities, like weapon they're vulnerable to, and as well, they have like armor, shields, break their defense basically. Right, so they have a shield, and you can't. Well, you can break it with I think. Here, let me try. Like, I think you can still break the shield without vulnerabilities. No, they're vulnerable to that as well. There's also boosting. You press Q and E to boost, Q to undo it. But now I can boost my attack, and then it'll hit twice. So I can hit him twice, and he's vulnerable to swords. And basically, it's like a puzzle system in a way. You have to find out what the enemies are weak to, and at the same time,
Prepare yourself.
not get killed by them and all that. I can boost up to 3, and it'll hit 3 times. Very simple, but it gets hard because a lot of times the enemies will spawn new enemies or resurrect them or poison you. And sometimes you try to set up a Mondo mega attack.
Prince Hikari's display has put the fear of... Now for the finishing touch.
Our times. Clan Ku shall rise from the desert as
General Mugen, you lead the pride of our military. Become the Tempest and scatter those southern dogs. The Sen shall wait for the time to strike, then follow in your wake and scour the field. And when the fury of the storm subsides, our enemies will be smothered and buried.
a brilliant strategy as always, Kazan. Your keen eyes see the battlefield as none other, Eagle of Ku.
May you have luck on the battlefield.
Luck has no place.
You
here.
should.
Only strength reigns supreme. And the mighty shall build their castles upon the corpses of the weak. Cut them to ribbons. Bring the fury of the desert upon them. Now, summer worms shall
He's inhuman! Scarlet Demon of Ku! General Mugen!
Ageha!
Aye.
Does your will to live burn so faintly curse?
Usually like an insurmountable problem that occurs with each character that forces them to basically go out and travel.
Captain Saji! Eyes forward, Hikari. Steel yourself.
Are you hurt, Hikari? The noble sands of Ku dance at your back. Not a single enemy shall pass through our...
Raimei, stay close to me. My turn.
So once you've learned the enemy's vulnerabilities, like we've learned these, I guess, soldiers vulnerabilities. We know them, but apparently this guy at the bottom, you see, he has like a little, he has like a little hair or like a little like thing on his helmet. Like that's a different enemy we haven't met yet. He's like probably like more elite or something. So let's see what his vulnerability is. Or better yet, let's get these other guys out of here first.
It's my
And the enemies only remain vulnerable for so long, so gotta capitalize on that.
What's our plan of attack?
And once they're vulnerable, they lose their turn because they're just like dazed at this point. At that point,
Now it begins.
There.
they're weak to sword and shield, but they're also weak to a third item or a third weapon. But I don't have access to that.
How's this?
My spear shall strike true.
It's my turn.
I gotta take this guy out like immediately. Oh, he's also weak to lightning because that woman, that lady, had a lightning ability.
Your fate was sealed. Ritsu, wait! We've won. There's no need for further.
Hikari. Ah, here.
It's the enemy general. Now.
I shall honor the memory of my fallen allies.
Now you pay the price for your tyranny.
It's time to finish this.
So is Akari actually a part of that evil general that we just saw? I thought that was like the enemy. Maybe he'll betray him.
See what you've got. It's my turn.
Let's get these guys out of here. Southern Soldier level 2. I didn't know that it had their name on the bottom. Yeah, this guy's gonna be an issue. This guy's not gonna afford much.
My turn.
It's not gonna be easy to beat this guy. It actually hits everybody.
My blade sings.
It didn't hit the guy I wanted to hit. He's still alive. Okay.
My spear shall strike true.
Alright, he's out of there.
Here I come. My blade sings.
But once he's done being vulnerable, which only lasts for like a turn or so, a turn, right? He'll basically
Here I
come back. You know, he'll get his shields back and all that. So you have to keep breaking them and, you know, keep using their vulnerabilities against him and all that.
My spear shall strike true.
It's my turn. I'll cut you down.
But every hit is a, you know, an effective way to break the shield. So people that attack multiple times, you know, that's very effective. Being able to save up someone else's,
The heavens stir.
you know, someone else's turn just to attack a vulnerable enemy, not taking everyone, not using everyone to break, but using one person to break and then everyone else just to try to take them out when they're vulnerable.
My spear shall strike true. For the glory of Clan May.
This game's definitely gonna help me fix my audio
It's over.
problems because it's just such a crazy issue. It's like you can barely hear anything but like the high pitched stuff.
No. The accursed clan.
Can I pause this? Oh. I'm guessing that you're part of this guy's clan and he's like a bad guy. He's gonna betray you probably. I'm gonna get some water first for this betrayal. I want to see what's gonna happen. All right.
Brother.
Oh, this is his brother. Brother
Soft-hearted whelp.
probably gonna betray him.
Show sympathy to the enemy and you tarnish the name Ku in the process. The enemy general is slain. Your Majesty.
Today's glory was paid for with the blood of many. But victory is ever an occasion for celebration, Mugen, Hikari. Our enemies have been put to heel, their forces crushed under our might. The nation of Ku shall know prosperity untold.
Your Majesty.
Hikari, I tire of this heat.
I guess the emperor's probably gonna die, or the king, and then
What was
the
the
general's
angel
gonna like
speaking of?
smash.
He called us the accursed. Is it true?
Put it out of your mind. A half-blood like you needn't worry about such things.
Can you hear it too? That voice?
General Mugen, go with glory. It was your sword that cut the path to victory.
You fought fiercely this day.
It's Ritsu Mishuyo, my lord.
Compassion has no place in Ku, Hikari. You are unfit to stand among us.
I think this is gonna be a really good character because he's probably super honorable, and you know he's kind of more attached to he's like a warrior. He's more attached to like more serious
brother's
situations.
wrong.
Probably, I'm saying.
We wouldn't have made it to the enemy general without you.
You don't need to flatter me. I didn't do it.
How long have we known each other? And not once have I bested you at swordplay. You may be the prince, aye, but it was by dint of strength that you were made captain. It's all a low-born urchin like me could hope for to simply be allowed in your presence.
Don't be ridiculous, Ritsu. You'll always have a place by my side.
Is that so? I'll try to keep up then. You can count on it.
We live to fight another day, it seems. The battle was long and trying. Let us dedicate this victory to the countrymen we lost today.
It was an honor to have you with me, Raimei.
House Mei is the spear of Ku. We are to be wielded against its enemies.
Oh, may I be welcomed among this vaunted company?
Of course, Kazan. Without your cunning strategy, we may have very well been buried under the sands.
Victory is the sweetest libation. Or so they say. I wager tonight.
We can't toast yet, Kazan. The road ahead will be long and fraught with battle. Drinks will have to wait.
If you insist, my prince. I see war has only tempered your commitment to duty. Still, promise me that when our conflicts are behind us, we'll raise glasses in celebration.
Consider it done.
Lord Hikari. Working up a sweat today, I see. If we didn't say anything, I reckon you'd train until the sun's...
I'd be glad to. It's a sign that peace yet...
Can't argue with that.
Lord Hikari, think you could teach me how to swing a sword like you do?
If you wish. That may be merely a piece of wood, but don't think you'll have any mercy.
Huh?
Your stance isn't bad. Now bring in your arm.
You should stop this, my lord. Were you seen teaching sword work to this manner of folk?
This manner of folk. They're my friends.
They're not your friends, my prince. They are lowborns who scavenge for rotten food. They're a stain on our nation.
They are citizens of Ku, not unlike yourself, and you will show...
That'll teach you to talk back to our lord. Thank you, Lord
We haven't had a lord that looks out for us like that before.
No thanks are needed. All citizens of our nation.
The Lord Hikari.
What is it, Suki?
A brawl has broken out at the tavern. It's one of Lord Mugen's men. He's out.
Understood. Let us...
I'm gonna buy some of this cheaper stuff. I think it'd be smarter to do that. Or like, you're really just gonna want to be able to survive. Like just going straight up for that sword that costs however much isn't really necessary. Better to save my money.
Do you know who I am? I'm a captain.
The wars have been over for years. That armor won't earn you any special treatment.
Is this the rowdy customer?
Lord Hikari, you're just in...
So this is where you've been since you were driven from the castle, huh? Prince Hikari, consorting with lowlifes. Suppose that's what happens when your family forsakes you.
You've got some nerve.
The king grows weak, his mind frail. He can barely lift his sword. It won't be long until General Mugen assumes the throne.
All right, that's exactly what I said. That General Mugen's gonna become the king, and you know, Kari probably just get smacked out of this place, and maybe he'll come back later when he's stronger. So.
So you better fill my cup if you know what's good for you. In the name of the future king.
I think you've had quite enough.
Definitely gonna get thrown out of town for all this.
If it's a brawl you want, I'll... You've drawn your sword. Now be prepared. On your guard. Here I come.
And also increase the game speed.
My blade sings. My turn. How's this? There's no need for flattery. It'll rust my soul.
By the...
Now, leave.
He's gonna go tell on us.
That's our... Apologies for the mess.
When I get the thief, I will be stealing a whole lot.
Lord Hikari,
You needn't thank me.
we're blessed that you were appointed to watch over our... There's been more smiles all around ever since...
It's been too long, Your Highness.
Benkei? I can't remember the last time you visited alone. Is something amiss?
My prince, I must ask that you visit me at the Western Keep. All will be explained upon your...
Very well. I won't...
Thank you, my prince. I will await you.
I'm gonna look around for some items and stuff, and you know, this chest. Need it. This is great. This is a nice, you know, almost a slow-paced game. You have to kind of slow down and listen to the story.
If I'm... On your guard.
I'm definitely going to try to read some guides, try to get the most out of it
Here I come.
economically, you know, for buying stuff like you saw in that store. I didn't really have that much. Oh, he's not weak to swords. So yeah, he's not weak to swords. The swords don't break his armor, so me using the sword just didn't do anything.
Now it begins.
I did buy that speed accessory, so I was able to outspeed him.
My turn.
Yep.
I'll end this. My spear does not end. Prepare yourself. It's over. My turn. My spear does not end. I still have much to learn. You still have much to learn. I look forward.
You can learn attacks with this guy. You can learn like abilities through dueling. So like, if I can duel somebody, I'm going to duel them and learn the attack. I think this is a good character. You know, he has honor. He's kind of more put together. This will kind of help me keep the playthrough together. Being able to follow this guy's story. You know, he's very just like a regular warrior who's honorable and all that. It's going to be very easy to start with this type of guy and be able to hold the party together and try to keep all the stories intact and all that stuff. You can ride around in a boat in the water. Looks pretty good to me.
Your Majesty.
I'm probably gonna get sent on a mission and be told to become the king or something, and I'll be like, why I travel around and stuff. We'll see. I hit 1,000 views on my YouTube. You know, my next goal is 5,000 views. So, you know, whenever we get there, that's the next time we hear about some views. Unless like I keep talking about hitting 1,000, and that's the next time we hear about me hitting that next goal, or any goal besides this 1,000.
Why have you left the castle?
1,000.
Would have come if called.
This is the only place where we would not be heard. Hikari, I have devoted my life to expanding our borders. Many a dawn has been stained crimson by my ambition. Now, at the end of that path, I realize that it has all led to nothing. Hikari, I would ask you, what do you want for our nation?
Friends. Allies. Friends that will grow together with us. Allies that hold the same ideals as us. With that, we could realize a world without conflict, without bloodshed.
I charged you with overseeing the city, so that I could take your measure, Hikari. And I do not find you lacking in the least. You've brought joy to the people, community. Hikari, I want you to be the next king of Ku.
Your Majesty, are you... I'm not worthy. My brother,
He is consumed by the same ambition that led me astray. He would see the world kneel before him. There is a plot stirring among his troops. We must act with haste. I shall make the proper arrangements, and do what I can to keep Mugen's machinations at bay. Please consider what is at stake, Hikari.
Father...
I too hope that you will take up the mantle of king, Lord Hikari.
A king? Father spoke of a plot among Mugen's troops. What is he planning? Someone in the city must know something. Secrets have a way of revealing themselves.
I guess this guy like holds his sword and he has like a lantern. This guy has a lot of weaknesses.
Now it begins.
Time to strike.
My turn. My blade sings. There's no need for flattery. It'll rust my sword.
I'll be right back. Alright, I've been streaming for like 45 minutes. And we basically got to a good point where like we're gonna become a king, and it's a good story point to leave off of. I'm gonna go eat some food. I'm probably gonna come back later, play some more of this. This is definitely good testing the waters, group testing the waters, because like I didn't know if I was gonna like feel like playing through this. It's gonna be like a 40-hour game, a 40-hour playthrough. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. So yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll be back. Like, this character is cool.